As many of you may know, last month the IRS launched Operation Hidden Treasure, focusing on crypto fraud and tax evasion. Now, what you may not know is they did hire Palantir to help set this up and create the data analytics software to solve the problem. What you might not have also known is that Palantir has been in business with the IRS since 2013 and had an increased contract in 2018, and now a brand new contract with Operation Hidden Treasure. The terms of this contract have not been disclosed anywhere I've seen. They may have been, but I haven't seen it. Now, many may say this is just another contract for Palantir to wrap up into their new contracts, but I believe this will be so much more. And in this video, that's what I'm going to share with you. My ideas and thoughts as to why this is an absolute game changer for Palantir and for the future in crypto as we know it. All I ask in return is if you could smash that like button for me, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button while you're at it too. As of recent, Peter Thiel's came out and been very open about his thoughts that he's a big Bitcoin supporter, but he poses there's a lot of risk and stuff that are out there. And he honestly thinks that Palantir could be the cure for a lot of those threats that might be available. And I think once you dig into this and start looking at it a little bit deeper, you'll see kind of what they're explaining and what they're doing. They think the Bitcoin, market is about, 7 trillion, and a lot of the gains and stuff that are out there, people haven't claimed or reported on their taxes, and there's no real way for them to report it. So that's where Palantir comes in. Palantir is going to be able to analyze this data, create blockchain technologies to be able to track the transactions and make it a more regulated and safe space for future investors. Now, one of the big things that I think that kind of blows my mind that people don't look at is you got to look at how Palantir originally started. Originally, they started after 9/11. They got a contract with the CIA because they thought they could create a data that could actually help prevent future events from happening that were very similar to that one. Now, with this new contract, I think we're going to see something almost identical. I think they're going to take the IRS's money, and over the next few years, they're going to create a very, very strong software that's light years ahead of anybody else out there and create a marketplace pretty much only for themselves moving forward. Now, some of the great things about that is once Palantir has created this software, they're pretty much the only guys doing it right now. So they're going to be the standard. Just like Coinbase had a huge IPO because they're one of the first guys, the biggest guys doing it, but they have a much larger market that others are easier to tap into. With this one, it's going to cost you millions and millions of dollars to be able to create and build a software to be able to track and analyze all of this data. And pretty much Palantir is having the IRS pay for it. Just as we've seen in the past with their data analytics, they took the CIA's money, built this software, and then started using it towards commercial and other companies' growths. So once you see this growth with Bitcoin, and once the software is created to be able to track the blockchain, I could see it very easily being transferred to where it is almost a standard for Coinbase to use, Robinhood to use. Everybody will almost be forced to use Palantir as a tracking and reporting software to stay within compliance with the IRS. It's almost going to be forcing people to purchase and buy Palantir as a software just to stay within regulations of the IRS. Now, a lot of this is my thoughts and ideas on it, and I could be off, but based on their past history, they love taking the government funding. It's such an easy aspect to get the money. Once they're already in there, the government gives huge contracts and pays them a lot of money to develop and build this stuff. Now all they have to do is take it, make some minor alterations, and be able to use it in the commercial industry. I think this is going to be absolutely game-changing for now and in the future. I don't think this is definitely a short-term catalyst, but I think once this technology is out there, once the government starts stepping in, creating a little more regulation and everything on the overall crypto market, I think is when you'll see Palantir start to take off. And like I said, this is a trillion dollar industry with crypto, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. So I would definitely want to be on the number one horse, and right now I think that number one horse is Palantir. If you feel the same or you got any other great ideas, please leave a comment below. I'd love to check it out. If you have some great DD, you can drop it down there too. I always read the comments and I always appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.